Some months ago, we have an African summit in France. We had another African summit in Russia. And all the presidents in Africa convened themselves to France to sit with Emmanuel Macron. We also had them going to meet with the president of Russia, of which they had this conversation on African economy, development, to support African economy and all of that. But one of the things that we fail to understand in Africa is this. I've not seen where the European summit is being held in Nigeria or in any African country. Why? Because they have no business coming here to discuss. In fact, to them, we don't contribute anything to their economy. But if you look at it carefully, you will discover that the things that are being used to develop the economy of Europe, part of the world, is all from Africa. You look at the gold, you look at the gas, you look at all manner of mineral resources that are being used, fine-tuned and used to develop their economy. It's coming from Africa. And you see the result of it happening in Nigeria Republic, where the coup plotter, came up to say the president needed to go and he wants France out of their country as a result of a lot of vesting of the mineral resources of which their people are dying of starvation. Let's ask ourselves this question. Do we need to be traveling all over the globe in order to do summit that is meant to be held here in Africa? Here is our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and of which I believe other African leaders will be meeting with him in Saudi Arabia for African summit.
We have to go.
President Tinubu arriving there in Saudi Arabia, to hold the African summit in Saudi Arabia. Most times you hear our leaders saying they are going out to look for investors and all of that. I have not seen when the American president need to leave America in order to bring investors into America. I have never seen the Prime Minister of UK moving out of UK to bring investors into UK, or that of Canada, or even, what they need to do is to set up policies and making sure that everything works accordingly to make sure that people see what is going on in their country and comes to invest. But then here in Nigeria, here in Africa, you see our leaders traveling. The other time you see how they conveyed 41 leaders, African leaders, in one vehicle, moving them like sheep, to sit before one president, one European president. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. I think what African leaders need to do at this point in time is, if you need to do African Economic Summit, you bring it to Africa. Come to Africa here. Let's talk about it here in Africa. Let's have this dialogue in Africa. It can be held in Abuja. It can be held in Accra, Ghana. It can be held in Cairo, Egypt. It can be held in any part of Africa, not necessarily traveling to Europe or Saudi Arabia in order to host such summit. This is waste of resources if they have something to bring to us. Now, someone may say that, oh, what do we have to contribute to them? What are we giving them that will make them to come here? What are they giving us? We are the one giving them everything. They take our gold, they take our diamond, they take our mineral resources, and at the end of the day, how much they give to us? They give us stipends. And that was what the president of South Africa and also that of Kenya hint so much in France African Economic Summit that they did some months ago, where he said that they want to be paying fully of what other nations of the world are paying. If they are to have a discussion, then Africans are not even part of the strategic meeting, which is very wrong. What do you think about this? To move Africa forward, we need summit like this to be held in Africa. Leave your take at the comment section. Thank you for watching.